Today we're going to be discussing what's the big deal about luxury brands and bags and watches and shoes and all the stuff that goes with it. What is the big deal, guys?
Yeah, what's the big deal? Hi everyone, welcome to TalktousToday. Simrit, you have seen the recent videos from China which are claiming that all these high-end luxury brands are being manufactured in China. And now the so-called workers are claiming that they can sell these products to the international market with fraction of the actual price. So now the question is, even though no one has verified whether they are actual, real, or they're fake, it has brought up an interesting topic of discussion.
So I read recently that one of these big luxury brands, or a couple of them, are going ahead and they're going to take action against these workers and these people who are claiming that these are made in China, because these, brands claim that they're made in Europe. The people in China are claiming, and this is all because of the tariff war going on, a lot of it's coming out of the closet. And so who knows if it's real or not? Nothing is authenticated. They're probably really good replicas. We don't know. And they claim that the stitching is great and everything is made in China. But what it goes is when it ships to Europe, then they put the brand logo on it. Now, nobody knows what it is.
Yeah.
But one thing is for sure, it's an explosion of, it's coming out of the water that how our society has a growing obsession for luxury brands. They want them at any cost. And the brands are steeply, right? They're not like cheap. This is not cheap. Earlier, it was just royalty and the ultra rich who would carry, the Chanel bag, the Hermes bag. But now there's a shift. You see, like, people in the middle class income bracket, or the upper middle class income bracket, or the lower, but like, it's happening, right? And when I was growing up, most of India had not even heard of the brands that are being sold here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Simrit, in India, it was all about gold and diamonds and those rubies.
Yes, that was our luxury.
People have never invested in something like these. And now, oh my God. So now
So in India, wealth was property and gold.
Exactly.
And cars started happening, in the 80s a little bit. But that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. Now the question is, why is everyone so drawn to these luxury logos? Is it a status? is it status quality, or is it social media pressure? God knows. Or just the marketing, which is so good that they have placed themselves so well that everybody wants to have that.
So I think one of the big shifts is that globalization happened, right? So, come the 90s, 2000, television exploded. We have 800 channels. People know what Kim Kardashian is carrying, what is, the first lady of USA carrying, or the UK president, so all this is coming into play. All the actresses, what are they wearing? What are they doing? It all became a part of accessibility. People became aware. What does it mean? You're rich. I have money.
Yeah.
Why can't I look like them?
I have money.
Let me get the bag.
Yeah. Right? How do I tell people I have money?
We have the money. Yeah. It's not enough that we have the money. How do we tell people we have the money without looking cheap? So let's invest in these big brands, right? You have the taste, you have the money, hopefully, because people are in debt with these luxury brands too. But this is the way and markets grew. The brands started thriving on this, right? Brands became accessible at a cost that, hopefully you can afford.
Yeah, absolutely, Simrit. We can't talk about luxury obsession without mentioning social media, for sure. Instagram and TikTok are basically fashion runways now. So it used to be only celebrities and fashion editors, as you mentioned, who have access to these brands, right? But now you've got influencers unboxing $2,000 bag in their bedroom. And this is again about accessibility. You're right. But people want to become influencer because there are a lot of gifts that brand dish out to someone with few million, legit followers. So that is another marketing stunt, right? And
Yeah.
those views which the influencer gets are very valued by.
So they
Okay.
thrive off of
So
each other, right? They thrive off of each other.
exactly what is going on these days. And I don't know if they're unboxing the real or the fake, God knows. But yeah, they are trying something, they're doing something.
So forget about the point for a second that they're whether they're authentic or fake or whatever. Branding has evolved, hasn't it? Brands are
Yeah.
selling aspiration. So I this is interesting. I mean, we know about it. I knew about this, but when I hear about it every time it blows my mind. So to get a Hermes bag, you have to put your name in a waiting list. These bags are not cheap. We're talking about 20, 30, $40,000, right? 30,
Yeah.
$40,000. Okay. Imagine that in Indian rupees. And then you have to put your name down and you have to have spent an X amount already with Hermes. You have to be a regular customer of theirs in order to be
Yeah.
on the waiting list. And you get it. And you don't get to choose the color. They show you, they unbox this, they show you two colors and you're like, okay, I don't like, the black, but I'll take whatever is next. And that's how you get it. And then you got to wait. And
Yeah.
they're like, thank you so much. And you're spending so much money. And this is the way that they're making you feel valued. I'm like, go to hell. My money's well earned. But that's me. I'm not saying don't do it. If for me, guys, I mean, I don't, money's hard to earn.
Understand, every other person is carrying these luxury brands, right? So is it the value of it is the same as it used to be? Or it is like, ठीक है, what's the big deal about it? If anybody can have it, right? And then the again question arises: is it real or is it fake? You know, because it
Yeah.
is too much. It's too much is
Yeah.
going on, and Simrit, I know it's a status symbol. They call themselves, an identity with these big, these luxury brands.
Yeah.
It's tribal, wearing luxury signals power, success, or belonging to certain social group. This is why this is all happening.
Yeah.
And today's
Yeah.
luxury isn't just about the product. It's about
Yeah.
story, heritage,
Yeah.
exclusivity. Most people make judgment as well. Like if they see somebody in a Dior jacket or carrying a Hermes bag, they will like, oh,
Mm.
they got money. The instant judgment, right? That
Yeah.
is there. So,
Yeah.
or at least they will say, oh, they have taste. So
Yeah.
that has been like that. So, but things are shifting
Yeah,
as
but there's also psychology, right? There's a lot of inequality in certain societies like ours. So when you have money, this is the luxury of having made it, right? It's deeper than fashion. It's a psychology that, oh, I'm there. I can own it. So it's the same with the Mercedes or the Rolex or whatever. But there's another thing. Like there are people who shun it. Like I remember this really interesting episode on Coffee with Karan, and he was joking with Kajol, and these are both big celebrities, lots of money, very accomplished. And he's like, I sent her an LV, like Louis Vuitton, and but she goes, what is this bag you sent me? There are no zips. Where will I put? And he's like, oh my God, zips. Like, what are you looking for? I've given you the top of the. And he's like, no, 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 I don't understand. What am I going to do with this bag? And I get it. Like, there are
yeah,
people who'll just say, you know what? I'm not made of the brand and the brand. And there are other people, I know this. They will have an identical replica, a fake one with it and a real. They won't spend less. They'll buy the real because they said it's not. And I've spoken to women who love the brand. They're like, I know it's fake. So that's even more interesting because that means that this is playing on their psychology for themselves. It's not about showing off. We all,
yeah,
some of us think that it's about showing off. It's not always that. It's about your own psychology. And then now there's this
yeah.
quiet luxury
That's
trend.
interesting. That's very
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like they will refuse to buy the fake, even when it's an authentic copy, whatever, even something small, big, whatever. They're like, no, we don't want it. I would rather not wear it. And I get it. Like, why? Why do I need to wear the fake? Because I don't want it. I want the real. And I don't want,
yeah.
otherwise I can carry a non-brand. And that's fair too. I get that. I understand that. I completely
Yeah.
understand that. And let's not forget the quiet rise of the quiet luxury trend. So now there are those people who are Splash, Chanel, Gucci, whatever, wearing
Oh,
Belgian. I don't know how to pronounce some of these names. Louis Vuitton, they're all. And then there's the quiet luxury. The brand should not be visible. It could be a plain white
visible,
t-shirt.
right?
We
Yeah.
don't want that showing at all, you know? So you've got loud logo culture on one side and quiet wealth on the other. It's a psychological
Yeah,
game. So
absolutely.
then they're like, it's like the East, South Delhi, East, West Delhi. Nahin, look at so cheap. Their logo is showing. So
Oh God, so much thought and so much pressure on it,
much pressure.
things
Yep.
like that. I mean,
So much pressure.
yeah, another reason to have a lot of stress.
We don't have enough.
Or we have so much how to show it off.
Yeah, seriously, seriously.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So Simrit, what did we learn? Luxury is more than just a price tag. It's emotion, psychology, culture, and commerce all wrapped in a monogram,
So
right?
true.
And
Very well.
while there's nothing wrong with loving beautiful things, it's worth asking, are we owning a brand or is a brand owning us?
Very true. So wear what you want. Own a luxury item. Rent it. Borrow it. We haven't even touched upon renting these branded bags, right?
That
But
that also
do it.
happens. I had not about
Oh
it.
yes, yes. It's happening in Delhi. It's happening in all. So you have the authentic bags and they're being rented out. So you wear, because the fact is, if you want to be seen with the bag or the belt or the shoes, you can only wear it 2, 3 times, especially with Instagram, because it's already there. You wore it to this party, you wore it to this party. So then there's that whole cycle. So I feel whether you
Uh,
own a luxury item, you rent it, you borrow it, like a lot of people who have sisters to share it with each other. I sometimes carry my mom's bags and my sister-in-law's bags. I have no problem. And I say, oh, this is so and so's and this is so and so's. I have no problem with that. But remember why you're doing it. Do you love it or are you wanting to show off? Are you doing it for yourself or are you doing it for others? Is it that psychology saying, I feel more confident with a bag? Work on that. Be confident about who you are.
yeah,
You don't need anyone's judgment.
yeah,
Okay?
absolutely.
Decide who you are, who you really are. Don't let the brand own you. Don't let anybody else judge
Absolutely.
you.
Don't let the brand own you. No matter what you
Yes.
do, what you like to do, what you want to buy or not buy or show off, but don't let the brand own you. That's I feel the mantra of the day. Well, that's all on Talk to Us today. Please tell us what you liked about our today's show in the comment section, or you can email us at hello@talktoustoday.com, or any other topic you want us to discuss on our show. Do mention that as well. And let your friends know where to find us.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to stay notified of our new videos every Friday at 5 p.m. Thanks for joining us on Talk to Us today. Remember to talk about Talk to Us today. Keep smiling, keep laughing,
Talking,
and keep talking.
talking. Yeah.
Bye, guys. See you next week.